We this is our second adoption. The first adoption that we did was with LDS Family Services, and that was almost 2.5 years ago. So we began this process
when he was a year old.
Yeah, when I was about a year old.
Mm-hmm. So we've been doing it for about 1.5 years now.
And this is the experience. This time was quite a bit different than the last time, and mostly in timing. And in our first adoption, we had what, 3 weeks or 6 weeks?
Yeah, I think 6 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, like 6 weeks. This adoption kind of came about in less than a week, and was a pleasant surprise, but different in that aspect. We were approached by Active Love about a week before the adoption. They were looking for a family for the same specifications that we were looking for, to place the child, and they contacted us. We had a quick conversation with the birth mom and with her social worker, and didn't know really what was going to happen. And the birth mom was due at 3 weeks at that point in time, and she ended up having the baby 3 days later. So the baby came early, and instead of meeting birth mom prior to this little guy being born, like is normally the case, or our previous experience at least, we got a phone call and some information that Callum had been born, and we had a phone conversation with the birth mom, and decided that we needed to be here in about 12 hours. We actually took placement here at the agency at Active Love, and that's when we met the birth mom for the first time too, and it was a good experience. It always this is like I was saying before, this is our second adoption, so it's different, but it was a very good experience, and we're really excited. We were a little ill prepared, I would guess. Better prepared in some ways because we at least had a baby in our home before, but a little less prepared because the time frame was so short.
But the agency has been great. I mean, even though it was really short timing, they really talked a lot to the birth mom and tried to make her feel comfortable and have her make a wise decision of what she felt was right about looking at our profiles, and then also giving us a telephone call and having a kind of talking over the phone, and kind of helping her with maybe questions she should ask us, so that she just knew more about us and made sure that she was making the right decision for her. And I think that really meant a lot to her, because then she was able to pick us, through that, and had enough confidence, to do so without even meeting us in person, which I think would be a really hard thing to do. But I mean, she definitely still wanted to meet us right before, which we were very agreeable to, because you just want to make sure, double check. But the agency's been great, because we've had to do a lot of backpedaling as far as filling out the paperwork that they need. So they've been really patient as we've been trying to get that in, and doing everything. And then also with placement, she had to go back to work, and so they were really accommodating by letting us do placement on Sunday, so then Shay could go back to work on Monday, because it did happen so fast, where we came down on a Thursday, and then Friday was the 4th of July, and so then to be able to get back to work on Monday was really appreciated that he was able to do that. We worked with Kathy, and we worked with Jill and Carlene, and just so many different people, and they've all been really great.
When we came in, Kathy and I spoke. Our background's a little different in that they pulled our profile from LDS Family Services because of the changes that were just made with that agency, and the fact that they're going to phase out their adoptions. So within the regular group that Active Love had, they didn't have the right dynamic, I guess, for the particular birth mom. And so they went outside of their normal base, which should say something about the agency too. Just their willingness to, I think their first priority is the birth mom. Active Love actually kind of went outside of their normal profile base that they have with normal couples that they're working with, and looked for us. And when we got here, I spoke with Kathy, and she just said, "I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad we found you." And she kind of told me her backstory about the many adoptions that she has done, her own adoptive family, and was just really supportive. And I could just tell that she had a real passion for helping adopted couples, helping children to be placed with families, and I think that means a lot.
We would use them again, definitely.